Hello everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Cookout. Today, my mom is back again and she's going to teach us how to make a crazy chocolate cake. So go ahead and hit that like button, please subscribe and turn on post notifications, and let's get started.
And we're back going to make this crazy cake. And why is it a crazy cake?
Because there's no eggs.
Awesome. So we have this already greased and floured 8 by 13 pan. And we're going to go ahead and double the recipe because it typically goes for an 8 by 8 pan. So because we need to have all these dry ingredients in this little container, we're actually going to do it twice. So we're going to first take 1.5 cups of flour. And then you want to kind of even it all up for me.
Remember to use that flat side of the knife.
Perfect. And actually, why don't you go grab a 1/2 cup so that we can measure that 1/2 cup out.
Here you go.
Awesome. So we're going to take 1.5 cups of flour. We're going to take 3 tablespoons of cocoa. We got some Hershey's cocoa right here. So we're going to take 3 of those and put that in our little sifter. Our cameraman got a little crazy, but we're all good. Whoops! And we're making a mess here too, so it's always good. So.
All right, still gonna use that knife.
Right. Awesome.
There we go.
So 1,
This cocoa smells so good.
2. It's like Hershey's in your mouth without having it there yet. 3. So we got that, and then we do 1 cup of sugar.
All right, so here's the sugar.
And if you want to grab a big spoon, just we don't want to double dip that unless we've got another. We might have another cup. Let's do the cup for the sugar with this, actually. There we go. We'll make it easier this way. Whew. Almost out of sugar. I hope we have some more sugar in the pantry because we are almost out. Perfect. Yeah, a little bit more. Dad's coming through the kitchen now too. We got it all going on today. There we go. And we're going to take these ingredients and we're going to sift it. So this cool little thing will actually just kind of turn it, and it puts all of the sugar and the flour and the cocoa together. And you can kind of smell it wafting through our house. And because we said that this was a 8 by 13 pan, we're going to repeat that, so we'll be right back with you. So we're back. We just got through sifting all of the dry ingredients. So that included 3 cups of flour, 6 tablespoons of cocoa, 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 full teaspoon of salt. So because we're doubling the recipe and putting it in 1 pan, another great way to just kind of make sure that all the ingredients are kind of sifted together, even beyond the sifter, is just by taking a wooden spoon, just kind of tossing it around a little bit, and just make sure all those ingredients are kind of put together. So our next step is actually to create 3 mounds or 3 big bumps in the actual cake itself. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of lay this out. And then we're going to make 3 little holes, I guess. This is where our liquid ingredients are going to go. So I just kind of take a container and do 1 and 2 and 3. And it's pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And we're going to take our 1 teaspoon of vinegar. So we're going to actually do 2 teaspoons of vinegar.
Right here.
There we go. And we're going to put that in one of the holes. So 1, 2. Our next one is going to be our vanilla, and that's 2 tablespoons of vanilla. We're going to put that in the next hole.
That's teaspoons.
Teaspoons. 1, 2. And then the last thing we're going to do is put 5 tablespoons, so we're going to double that, and we're going to put in 10 tablespoons of salad oil. We might be pulling the other one out. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wow, we just got it. Still have a little bit left over, man. We gotta use everything in this quarantine time. Then we're gonna take 2 cups of water and we're gonna pour it all over it, and then we're gonna mix it until it's smooth. So we're literally adding water all over these ingredients. And this is actually probably one of the most moist cakes that I've ever made. So we're gonna take one of these and we're gonna literally mix all the ingredients in to make sure, like just if this was in a big bowl, none of the dry ingredients are dry anymore, that everything is gonna be wet.
Can I mix that up for her?
Absolutely. So we want to make sure just so you get the sides going all the way through and that everything is together. I like to do this first with a spatula, and once we get a little bit down so that it doesn't get clumpy, I actually like to use a fork.
A fork?
A fork. It kind of takes the clumps out.
That's not a tool you use like during cakes.
Not often. And it's hard because it's kind of gooey. It looks like a mudslide.
But once this cake is done, it's gonna taste delicious.
Exactly.
Even though it doesn't have eggs in it.
So this will take a little bit. We'll be right back with you.
Okay, so I'm the cameraman, and today I'm gonna be mixing it with the fork. So Matt just put it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna.
Alright, just so you guys can see it. It's very clumpy right now, but once you get in with the fork, it gets all smooth.
It's looking pretty good, eh?
I may as well grab a fork and
Get
in
cake
there.
fork.
Do you guys see any more flour?
No,
Not-
we mixed it all in. So,
We are good to go.
alright, so we'll see you guys once we're done mixing this all up. And once we're done with mixing it, we preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna put that in the oven for 35 minutes. So we'll see you then. Alright, so the cake is almost ready. We're gonna check that it's done, and it is.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is gonna take it out, just like that. Put it to the side, wait 10 to 15 minutes to let it cool off, and then we're going to ice the cake with some chocolate icing that's gonna make it a good tasting touch. So we'll see you then. Our beautiful, crazy cake. If you guys want, you guys can add whatever frosting or icing you want on the cake just to make it a little sweeter. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and we'll see you guys next time on Kitchen Cookout.